think I'm really starting to lose it. So the other day, I was at this GameStop over in Easton, picking up the new Kirby game. There's this young lady at the counter, a few years older than I am. She's an attractive young woman. Normally that would bug me, but I have my plan set in motion. I walk up to the counter and I ask, "Do you guys have the new Kirby game?" She turns around and opens up the drawer full of them and picks one out and hands it out to me. I was wearing a Pratt hoodie, my alma mater, and she pointed it out because she had a friend that graduated from the same school. I told her I'm on break from getting a degree in film, and she shared that she went to some school in Boston for fashion. I pretended to be familiar with it and just nodded my head as I had my eyes on the card reader, waiting for the prompt to pull out my card. What she said next haunts me to this day. She goes, "Hey, if you ever need a model, let me know." Very enthusiastically, but half joking. I said something like, "Yeah, I'll let you know," and I slipped out the front door. Now in my head, I don't think this woman was flirting with me for a number of reasons. Going off physical appearance alone, she's comparably more attractive than I am. It just doesn't make sense. Sure, she's a GameStop clerk, but the chicks who work at game stores are typically better off than the schmucks who spend half their paychecks there, like yours truly. So I'm sitting there in my car, I'm thinking she must get creeps coming up to her all the time asking her for her number. I'm not trying to make this woman's workday any harder than it needs to be with unreciprocated flirting. It seemed to me that she was just continuing the conversation in a joking, lighthearted manner that signified to me that it was time to leave. "Well, if you ever need a model, let me know." To me, that's a signal saying, "All right, you're good to go, your card went through, I'm ending this conversation now," but in a way that continues what we were talking about before, with me in the film school and her being a fashion graduate. So I'm talking to my buddies about the altercation, and they're telling me that I'm fucking crazy. I should have asked for a number then and there. Show genuine interest in her modeling, whether she was joking or not. Maybe even make up a project you've been working on already, so it seems like a very nice coincidence that she offered. To them, when they hear a pretty lady offering her modeling services, that's her offering you her body to do with as you please. Now, as much as I would like to do that, it seemed like an exaggeration. They were telling me to go back to the GameStop as soon as I could and ask for a number. I was there a lot already, so I figured why not. I never saw her again. Still not sure what I would do if I did. To be honest with you, somebody could disrobe in front of me and beg to have sex with me, and I'd still think they're just being nice. There was this young lady during my sophomore year at college that would spend a lot of time in my dorm room to hang out and drink on weekends and stuff like that. She liked sitting on my bed and would often ask me to sit with her. I'd usually follow her orders, and then she'd get all cuddly with me. And every time she left, she'd give me, and only me, a hug goodbye. I genuinely had no clue that this young lady had a crush on me. It didn't even occur to me that that could have been the case. I didn't find out until months later, and by that point, it was COVID. We were all spread out across the country anyhow. I'm starting to think that I may be seriously stunted somehow. Normally, I'm very aware of all the little details and what they mean in any given social interaction. But when it comes to girls, I'm sailing through a sea of fog, blindfolded, upside down, either thinking they like me when they don't, or being too clueless to recognize when they do. I'm still young. I got a lot of time left to find somebody and settle down. But with a track record like mine, I'm starting to think it'll never happen. And that's okay. Most of the people I know who are in relationships, they're fucking miserable. They always end in some demented, scorched earth scenario where they can't ever see the other person again. End of the day, I don't need the stress.